Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Oh, it is so good to have you here. I was just at the airport yesterday, not working. Actually traveling as a passenger for once. And I looked around the terminal and just thought, oh no, oh honey, no. I saw people chugging giant coffees 5 minutes before boarding. I saw a family repacking their entire life on the floor in front of the TSA agent. I saw a businessman screaming at a gate agent because he missed a gate change announcement. And I realized we talk a lot about what happens on the plane, but the battle is usually won or lost before you even step onto the jet bridge. The airport is this weird limbo state where time moves differently, rules are confusing, and stress is the default emotion. But it doesn't have to be. I'm Sophia. If you're new here, I've been a flight attendant for 15 years. I have practically lived in airports for a decade and a half. I know where the cleanest bathrooms are, I know why you shouldn't eat the pretzels, and I know exactly what mistakes allow some people to breeze through while others have a meltdown at gate C4. Today, we are going to fix your travel game. I am sharing 12 pre-flight airport mistakes you wish someone told you sooner. These are the things that airlines don't put on the brochure, and honestly, things that even frequent flyers get wrong. We are going to talk about the biology of flying, the psychology of the gate agent, and the logistics of your luggage. By the end of this video, you are going to walk through that terminal like you own the place. Let's get right into it with mistake number 1, the Starbucks trap or the caffeine mistake. I see this every single morning. You get to the airport early, you are tired, you see the green mermaid logo, you think, I'll just grab a venti latte to wake up before my flight. Stop. Put the cup down. Here's the science that nobody tells you. Coffee is a diuretic. It makes you dehydrated. The air in the airplane cabin is already drier than the Sahara Desert, literally usually around 10% to 20% humidity. If you start your journey dehydrated because of that massive coffee, by the time we reach cruising altitude, you are going to feel terrible. Your skin will be dry, your head will ache, and you will be jittery. But it gets worse. Caffeine is a stimulant that increases anxiety. Airports are high-stress environments. If you are already a nervous flyer, pouring 300 milliliters of caffeine into your system right before you get locked in a metal tube is a recipe for a panic attack. I have had to give oxygen to passengers who thought they were having a heart attack, but really, they just had a triple shot espresso and hit a patch of turbulence. And let's be real about the bathroom situation. Coffee is a laxative. Do you really want to be dealing with that urgency when the seatbelt sign is on and we are stuck on the taxiway for 45 minutes? No, you don't. My advice? Drink your coffee at home before you leave. Switch to water or herbal tea once you get to the airport. If you absolutely need caffeine, have a small amount, but pair it with 1 liter of water. Your body will thank you when you land. Mistake number 2, playing gate roulette with the app. We all have smartphones, we all have the airline app, and we all trust it way too much. Here is the mistake. You rely 100% on your phone for gate information and ignore the physical screens in the terminal. Here is an industry secret. The screens in the airport are hardwired into the airport's operations system. They are the source of truth. The app on your phone relies on a data push. Sometimes that push lags. I have been working a flight where we changed gates from A10 to B4. The airport screens updated instantly. The passengers' apps didn't update for another 15 minutes. I watched 40 people sitting at gate A10, calm and happy, looking at their phones while the plane was boarding across the terminal at B4. By the time their phones buzzed, the door was closed. When you get through security, check the big board. When you get to the gate, check the screen behind the agent's desk. Do not trust the notification in your pocket over the reality in front of your eyes. Technology is great, but it is not infallible. Mistake number 3, the salty snack sabotage. You are hungry. You have some time before boarding. You go to the little kiosk and buy a bag of chips, or maybe a pepperoni pizza slice at the food court. This is a physiological disaster waiting to happen. We call it jet belly. When the plane climbs, the atmospheric pressure drops. Gas inside your body expands by about 30%. That is Boyle's law. If you have eaten foods high in sodium, chips, pretzels, processed meats, you are retaining water. If you have eaten gas-producing foods, broccoli, beans, carbonated sodas, that gas is going to expand. Combine water retention with expanding gas, and you get that feeling where your jeans feel like they are cutting you in half. I see passengers unbuttoning their pants in the aisle all the time. It is uncomfortable, it is painful, and it makes you cranky. The mistake is treating the airport like a cheat day. The airport is a preparation zone. Eat bland, protein-rich foods, unsalted nuts, a banana, a hard-boiled egg. If you can tolerate the smell, maybe eat it quickly away from people. or a simple sandwich on non-gassy bread. Save the pizza and the beer for when you land. Your stomach is about to go through a pressure chamber. Treat it kindly. Mistake number 4, the security striptease panic. We have all been behind this person. They get to the front of the TSA line and suddenly they realize they are wearing a belt and boots with laces and a watch and a necklace and a jacket, and they have a laptop buried at the bottom of a stuffed backpack. They spend 5 minutes undressing and unpacking while everyone behind them sighs. The mistake here isn't just being slow, it is being disorganized. It raises your cortisol levels before you even get to the gate. You end up sweaty and flustered. Here is the fix, the pre-check simulation. Even if you don't have TSA pre-check, act like you do until the last minute. Before you even get in the line, put your watch, your phone, your wallet, and your keys inside your backpack. Do not put them in the loose plastic bin where they can be stolen or forgotten. Put them inside your bag, wear slip-on shoes, wear pants that stay up without a belt, or put the belt in the bag. Have your laptop in a specific, easy-to-grab sleeve. When you get to the conveyor belt, it should be 2 motions. Bag on belt, laptop out if required. That's it. You walk through, you grab your stuff, you redress at the benches, not at the belt. When you streamline this process, you feel like a pro. You feel in control. And control is the antidote to travel anxiety. Mistake number 5, buying the $9 water bottle. I cannot believe people still do this. I watch people hand over credit cards for a standard bottle of water that costs more than a gallon of gas. It is robbery. The mistake is assuming you can't bring a bottle. You can. You just can't bring the water. Bring an empty, reusable water bottle. Every major airport now has filtered water bottle filling stations. They are usually right next to the bathrooms. The water is cold, it is clean, and it is free. If you are a family of 4, buying water at the airport is a $40 expense. That's a nice lunch at your destination. Bring the bottles, and if you forget a bottle, buy one, drink it, and keep the bottle to refill. Do not throw it away. Hydration is the most important thing you can do for your health in the air, but you shouldn't have to go bankrupt to do it. Mistake number 6, the gate lice phenomenon. Okay, this is an industry term. I apologize if it sounds harsh, but we call passengers gate lice when they hover around the boarding desk 20 minutes before boarding starts, blocking the walkway and crowding the Zone 1 passengers. Here is why this is a mistake for you. First, standing on concrete floors is tiring. You are about to sit for 5 hours. Why are you standing now? Sit down. Charge your phone. Relax. Second, it creates chaos. When you crowd the gate, the agents get stressed. When agents get stressed, they get strict. They start checking bag sizes more aggressively. They start snapping at people. You are creating a hostile environment for yourself. Third, it doesn't get you on the plane faster. Your seat is assigned. Unless you are flying Southwest, the plane is not leaving without you if you are in Group 5. The pro move? Sit where you can see the gate, but stay away from the crowd. Wait until your group is actually called. Walk up calmly. You look dignified, you save your leg energy, and you keep the boarding process smooth. Mistake number 7, relying on airport Wi-Fi for entertainment. I'll just download the movie at the gate. Famous last words. Airport Wi-Fi is notoriously spotty. It is shared by thousands of people. It is often throttled, meaning it won't let you download large files like a 4K movie on Netflix. I have seen parents practically in tears because they promised their toddler they could watch Frozen, but the iPad won't download it, and now they are boarding a 6-hour flight with a screaming child and no distraction. The mistake is waiting. Download your movies, your podcasts, your audiobooks, and your work documents at home the night before. Assume the airport has zero internet. Assume the plane Wi-Fi will be broken, because honestly it often is. Your content is your lifeline. Own it. Keep it offline. If you rely on the cloud, you are going to be staring at the seatback pocket safety card for 3 hours. Mistake number 8, the hidden power failure. You see a charging tower, you plug your USB cord in, you feel safe. 2 problems here. 1, juice jacking. It is rare, but it is real. Cybercriminals can modify public USB ports to steal data from your phone. It is much safer to plug your actual brick plug into the AC wall outlet than to plug your cord into a public USB slot. 2, those USB ports are often broken or incredibly slow. You might plug in for 30 minutes and gain 2% battery. The mistake is leaving the house without a portable power bank. You need to be self-sufficient. I carry 2 power banks, one for my phone, one for my iPad. I never plug into the airport wall unless it is an emergency. Having your own power source means you aren't fighting 5 other people for the one working outlet behind a trash can. It is freedom. Mistake number 9, ignoring the bio break strategy. This is a delicate topic, but we need to talk about bathrooms. The mistake is thinking, I'll just go on the plane. Listen to me, airplane bathrooms are serviceable, but they are tiny, they are used by hundreds of people. The floor is often wet, and that is not water. The sink is small. The lighting is unflattering. And you have to wait for the seatbelt sign to turn off, which could be an hour after you sit down if there is turbulence on the climb out. The airport bathroom is a palace compared to the airplane lavatory. It flushes properly. You have room to move. You can wash your hands with real water pressure. Go to the bathroom 15 minutes before boarding, even if you don't think you have to go. Make it a ritual. Empty your bladder. Wash your face. Brush your teeth if it's a long flight. Get fresh. Boarding the plane with an empty bladder is the best way to ensure you can settle into your seat and fall asleep without that nagging pressure. Mistake number 10, the screenshot fail. We talked about the app crashing earlier, but there is another layer to this. You get to TSA, you open your app, the internet cuts out, the QR code disappears. You are standing there holding up the line, frantically refreshing. Or you get to the gate and your battery dies. The mistake is not having a backup of your boarding pass. Always take a screenshot of your boarding pass as soon as you check in. Save it to your photos. Better yet, if you are on an iPhone, add it to your Apple Wallet. But here is the senior flight attendant tip. Print a paper copy. I know it's old school, but paper doesn't run out of battery. Paper doesn't need Wi-Fi. Paper doesn't crack its screen. If your phone falls in the toilet or gets stolen, that piece of paper is your ticket home. I always travel with a paper backup folded in my passport. It has saved me more times than I can count. Mistake number 11, being invisible to the gate agent. This is a psychological mistake. Most people ignore the gate agent until they scan their ticket. They treat the agent like a machine. The mistake is missing an opportunity. When you arrive at the gate, remember, not crowding, just arriving. Walk up when there is a lull. Smile. Say, good morning, how is the flight looking today? Is it full? Why do this? First, it's just nice. Gate agents are abused all day long. A smile goes a long way. Second, information is power. If the agent says it's completely full, you know you need to be ready to gate check your bag so you can organize your electronics now. If they say it's wide open, you know you might be able to snag an empty row once the door closes. Third, the halo effect. If an upgrade opens up, or if they need to move people for weight and balance, who are they going to pick? The guy who was yelling at them, or the nice person who asked about their day? I have seen agents move nice passengers to Economy Plus just because they were polite. Don't be invisible, be human. Mistake number 12, the luggage Tetris at the gate. This is the one that causes the most delay during boarding. You have a carry-on that is slightly expanded. You have a massive backpack. You have a winter coat. You have a bag of food. You get on the plane and you realize that it doesn't fit. You are standing in the aisle blocking 50 people trying to shove your square bag into a round hole. You are sweating. The flight attendants are looking at you with that, we are going to have to check this look. The mistake is not auditing your bags at the gate. Before you line up, look at your stuff. Condense, put the food bag inside the backpack. Put your coat on, you can take it off once you sit down. Squeeze the air out of your expander zipper. Make yourself as compact as possible. When you walk on the plane with one sleek roller and one tidy personal item, you look like a pro. You slide your bag in, you sit down. No drama. If you know your bag is heavy or borderline too big and the agent asks for volunteers to gate check, do it. Just do it. Take your medications and your iPad out and hand the bag over. It's free. It goes to your destination. And you don't have to fight for overhead bin space. It is the ultimate stress reliever. Bonus tip, the left pocket rule. I want to add one little bonus because I love you guys. Develop a system for your ID and boarding pass. I watch people put their ID in their mouth, in their back pocket, in their bra, in their shoe, and then they lose it. Pick one pocket, your left front pocket, or a specific zipper on your bag. Your ID and boarding pass live there. They never go anywhere else. You take them out to scan, you put them back immediately. I once had a passenger leave his passport at the Hudson News because he set it down to pay for gum. He missed his flight to Paris. If he had the left pocket rule, he would be eating a croissant right now. Create a habit and stick to it. If you are enjoying these tips and you want to travel smarter, not harder, please take a second to hit that subscribe button. It really supports the channel and helps me keep bringing you these insider secrets. And hit the like button if you have ever been guilty of the Starbucks mistake. I know I have. Let's recap. Why does all of this matter? It's not just about rules. It's about your physiological and psychological state. When you drink the water instead of the coffee, you feel better physically. When you screenshot your pass and bring a charger, you feel safer mentally. When you treat the gate agent with kindness and avoid the gate lice crowd, you feel more dignified emotionally. Travel is stressful enough. The airline can control the weather, they can control the maintenance delays, they can control the seat pitch, but they cannot control you. You control your prep, you control your attitude, you control your hydration. I want you to imagine your next trip. You arrive at the airport with your frozen water bottle. Remember that hack from my other video? You breeze through security because your stuff was already packed right. You find a quiet corner at the gate. You eat your unsalted almonds. You use the nice bathroom. You board with a smile. Your battery is at 100% and you are ready to fly. That isn't a fantasy. That is just smart travel. I really hope this list helps you. I wish someone had told me these things when I was 20 and flying for the first time. I learned them the hard way, so you don't have to. Next week, I am going to be doing a deep dive into the truth about turbulence. I'm going to explain exactly what it is, why it is not dangerous, and how to pick the seat where you feel it the least. If you are a nervous flyer, you need to see this. Pack smart, drink your water, and be nice to the gate agent. I'll see you in the skies. Bye, everyone.